you've got like an engine roaring past you, like all full speed. All right. But the coolest thing is just being able to be in that space. Like your brain takes a moment to just like slow everything down, and you watch it pass. Like not even just through the lens, but like with yourself, and you're just like, this is insane. I want to keep doing it.
Hey guys, I'm Josh Brown.
And I'm Jordan Stevens.
And you're watching the Cars and Health Bars podcast. Let's get right into the episode. Hey guys, welcome to Cars and Health Bars. Today we are joined by Joe Lee of Skids Magazine. Car season is, it's been in full swing here for a couple months here. So, I'm sure you're going to events just about every weekend like we are.
I'm trying to. That's the majority of what I'm trying to do anyways.
Hey, you have some of the best shots on your page out of anybody. And like, I'm kind of new to like the drift stuff. You know, I just kind of I did drive-alongs at the drift event that I met you at, and man, it's crazy because you think of the different spheres of automotive photography. Drag racing, they're behind the barrier. There's cars going by them 100 miles an hour. You are right there, actively cars sliding towards you, around 50, 60 miles an hour. What's it like being right next to that?
Yo, so honestly, it's the best feeling ever. Anytime I get on track, especially like last year around like Formula Drift, it is so cool because first off, it's loud. It's gonna be loud. You've got like an engine roaring past you, like full speed. All right. But the coolest thing is just being able to be in that space. Like your brain takes a moment to just like slow everything down, and you watch it pass. Like not even just through the lens, but like with yourself, and you're just like, this is insane. I want to keep doing it. But it's one of the coolest feelings. Getting into motorsports photography was one of the best decisions I've ever made in my life, to be honest with you. And I'm so blessed to be able to be in it. But I try to go to as many events as I possibly can. And when I do,
quite a bit.
Yeah, I try to. Because it is just me doing the magazine, which is wild to say. A lot of the creative output and a lot of like the videos and stuff, like the majority of it is just literally laying down, and I'm like, what are we gonna do today? So, but it's a process. It's always been a process, but I love the process, and everything comes out beautifully in the end. So,
for just kind of the intro, what was your first camera? Because I hear a lot of, especially YouTubers, just you want to start, just use your dang iPhone. iPhone is such a good.
I have it.
Dang.
It's right here. This is what I use all the time. It's a Nikon D810. It has the 200 millimeter lens on it. Everybody's like, wow, you have such a big camera. I'm like, yeah, I know, I hold it. This is so heavy. And yeah, you can definitely say I got a lot of muscle in my arms from holding it like this all the time. But no, this is what I grew up on. I was like 16 years old, and my mom was, like, hey, I went to NOSI for photography back in the day. I know you've been around it. Do you want to try it out? And I was like, I can try. Yeah. At first, I hated it. At first. I didn't like doing it. I was like, don't touch me with the camera. I don't want to hold it. But my mom was like, this is going to be a thing. You're going to love this. It's going to be your constant. And I was like, okay. So it started off with like football games that my brother would be, all involved in. It would move into, family portraits. I did a couple of like headshots for businesses. And then I was able to, get it. My mom was like, hey, you can have it. I was like, period. I was like, that, you know what? I will take it. Yeah. So it has made me a lot of money, but it has also made me really appreciate a lot of the small moments in life. And it's given me a lot of opportunities, not only to meet new people, but to experience new things. And it actually took me several years to actually learn how to get the settings right, kind of get it to where like I dialed into where I want it to be. Now I don't shoot on like I don't do anything but manual. To be completely honest with you, like everybody talks about like, well, you don't need to use the settings. Well, I don't use the settings at all unless it's like in a dire situation. But no, this is something that I've always loved after she got me into not hating it.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's been a blessing. When I got into motorsports photography, it was a whole different ball game. I started off with drifting. I'll always have drift like in my heart. Drift is like the biggest part of me. And So when I got a message from, like, I believe it was the Napiers, the Monte Carlo that was out there this past
Yeah.
weekend. Yeah. So his dad messaged me, Jeff, Drifted Jeff.
Yeah.
And so he messages me and he's like, hey, we do drift. Do you want to come out and take some pictures? I was like, absolutely. I go to Clarksville Speedway. It's my home track. It's where I started doing this. And, I was like, what do I do? And they were like, well, just follow the people, follow the photographers. There's a handful of photographers out there. There's a guy doing a drone. I've never seen a drone in person before. And I was like, this is what we're doing. So, I didn't have any kind of prior experience. I slowly learned with each event that I went to. I eventually went to Pro-Am. I think that I might have been that same year with Drifted Jeff and Justin, and I did their media, and that was a cool experience. Going to Bristol for Pro-Am is huge, but it's just been a blessing, and everybody talks about how amazing my photos are, and I love the fact that everybody loves them.
Oh, they're incredible.
So I always try to do better.
I'm not even kidding. Before I knew who you were, like said, I was talking about it before, you snapped a picture of us in the IS. I seen you this giant camera. I'm like, dang, all right, Beach Ben's got like PR out here.
Yeah.
And I'm not kidding. Until I made contact with you, I kept refreshing because I was telling my buddy, yeah, we're going to pop up on the Beach Ben Facebook page soon, I'm sure, because we were 4 deep in the IS. I had no idea
absolutely.
It was you. I thought for sure it was Beach Ben's people. I'm like, dang, this girl's serious.
Well, I mean, honestly, I've been trying to kind of get in touch with some of those people and be like, hey, I'll do your media. So you just let me know. Like, I'll roll up in here. I'll do media for a couple hours and, do some drag racing. And I love doing it. Like, I know there are other photographers out there that'll do it, and they're amazing. I love doing it. Like, if it was my full-time job, I'd be there every weekend. So
I could tell there's a lot of passion that goes into what you do. Just your Instagram page is so lit up. I love that first 3 pictures are like banner. Like, I love everything about your page. I could tell you put a lot of soul into what you do. And I mean, you've been doing it for a little while now, haven't you?
Well, it was 2 years in February. I'm around the 11th or 12th, I believe. But yeah, I've been doing it since 2024. I started it. And honestly, I was like, I'm going to do it as a passion project. I was like, I'm just going to, it started off as a hobby. I did not know what to do. I had gotten the magazine part of it. I use Blurb. I haven't released a magazine since mid last year. Actually, no, I think it was closer to the end of last year. But I utilize that creative outlet as well. And then I have the magazine website. I put a lot of people that, definitely deserve to be highlighted, because I feel like when I started it out, I was like, what I want to do is be able to highlight those people who are actively being involved in all the things like motorsports.
Yeah.
I went to LS Fest a couple years before that with my dad, and I brought my camera, and I was like, this is what I want to do for the rest of my life. I wasn't even on the outside. I couldn't tell you how amazing it was to go from being on the sidelines at LS Fest taking pictures of all the cars to not even, it was maybe 2 years, I'd say, later after that, I was myself at the Beach Bend track doing media for LS Fest. I had the vest on and everything. It was amazing, dreams come true. But I put so much passion into it just because I love it so much. You can tell how much somebody has progressed with their drifting. You can tell how much somebody has worked on themselves. You can tell you can't tell how many hours this person stayed up last night putting a new engine in. That happened with I think it was Kieran Groff. He does the Elite Customs, I believe, and he was at Slam Enough a couple weekends ago, and he said that he did an engine swap within a night, and he said he had no sleep. I was like, you are insane, and I love it. That's the kind of thing that I like to highlight, though, because it takes a lot to do that and to bring yourself to an event the next day. The engine had some issues, and that was fine. Obviously it's going to have some issues if you're going to do the engine swap the night before. But no, it's the fact that people put so much passion into it, and I love to see it. I love to see how much people love it. We have such a great time. The energy is amazing. I mean, everybody is chill.
Yeah.
I honestly, knock on wood, I haven't come across a bad attitude kind of person when it comes to drifting.
Yeah, I talked about, we've talked about that too on our show. It seems like we've been in all the community, drag, street, drifting, and it seems drifting just has a culture. Like everybody seems like family. It's even at that event last weekend, a buddy of mine, he's brand new. He don't even know how to drive stick or drift. He's learning to do both at the same time. And
Yeah.
while the pad was empty, Josh, he didn't care. He put a cone out in the middle and was like, "Hey man, just practice doing donuts." It's just the
Yeah.
community.
All that.
It's so cool, man. You want to take some guys out drag racing, they're like grudge racing and cussing each other out whenever they lose. It's awful. It's so toxic. You get into the drifting, man. Oh my god, it's like
Hey,
family almost.
everybody's willing to help everybody, and that's what I love
Yeah.
about it. Is again, like your friend that came out and was like doing his thing, and I watched it. I was like, I didn't know what he was doing, but I was like, he's doing good, whatever he's doing. But you have to figure it out. Yeah, like I mean, but you have to figure it out. It's the whole process, and like the fact that people are willing to help is a big deal too. Because I mean, if anything happened engine wise, those guys would jump on it right away. They'd be like, hey,
Oh, yeah.
let's get you a new set of tires. Like, let's figure out like how to get a tire changer out here, But they help each other out. It's just amazing. Like it's an amazing thing to witness. And anytime somebody's like, I don't know if I want to get into, I don't know if I want to do it. I don't know if I want to do motorsports photography. I was like, if you have a camera, you have a drive to do it, do it. It's the even if you do it as a hobby, dude, it's the coolest thing you'll ever do in your actual life. Like it is so awesome.
Because I was gathering media for our podcast page and like taking videos and everything while drifting. Like it was so cool to like be in the action, capturing the action. I don't know how you do it because like your shot. Like I was showing my buddies some of your stuff and like of course my stuff's like, God, she just like the angles that she does, they just make sense. Like, because I think one of the angles I liked the best was they were tandem and the other car was on the driver's side and you were filming, like you could see the driver of the car you were in and the tire smoke going on in the car next to it. It was like, I wouldn't even thought to get that cool of an angle. It's so cool.
I mean, even doing that though is just it's so cool. And then I think I remember that same video. It might be a Cody Martin. Cody Martin is one of my best buddies. He's so sick. I don't know why he doesn't do more. It's probably just because he's like, I don't know. I just like to do it.
Yeah.
I just like to have fun, whatever. But we were trying to get this tandem, and I wanted to get the best footage I possibly could of this tandem. And dude got so close, and there's another video of the inside passenger of him taking a video of both of us in the car, right? Towards the end of the drift, they start to transition into like a neutral state or whatever. And Cody throws up one of these or like one of those like hand signs, and you can see it from both angles. It's just so sick. And I live for stuff like that though, because like that footage, like Cody's going to use all the time because Cody's trying to build up his stuff. And I'm just like, use it. Use it all.
You made that you collabed us in. I can't tell you how many times I watched that. I just love that edit because it was like Cody's like, yeah. And like, oh my God. I watched that on repeat for like 30 minutes. It was so cool.
We were doing the Surf's Up thing, like Cody. I know he's out here. Yeah, that was the the day of that Surf's Up meme where like the surfer chicken or whatever. He's like, I know he's out here. I feel it in my nuggets. And like we kept just reiterating that. I was like, this is so good.
That is too cool. I wanted to do a ride along with that group because my group was on the other half of the drift pad, and then you had like I guess Cody and that group up closer to the track. I was too shy because I'm so introverted and like I wanted to go over so bad and be like, hey guys, come on, give me a ride along. But
yeah, you got to do it next time.
Well, I'm already counting down the days. That my best buddy like growing up is the guy that has that red Genesis.
Caleb.
Yeah, Caleb Kinger. Yeah, I grew up with him. He's so cool. And I was riding around with him, and I was sitting there thinking, man, whenever I'm not riding with him, I need to go hit up one of those guys. But I kept talking myself out of it, and I left a little bit early. I think I left at like 3 o'clock. I got fried. I don't see how you do it. I was red. I looked like Larry the Lobster leaving there. It was bad.
I put on sunscreen.
Yeah,
I have
that
readily available sunscreen. I talk about it. I have a video about it that I made a couple of weeks back, and I was like, these are the things that you need to take with you, whether you're doing track days or not, okay? So, I mean, I have a sun shirt that I wear. It's like 50 SPF or whatever, and I'm just like, I'm gonna put that in my bag. I didn't wear it because I had the sunscreen on, but
it was insane. Like, I even, because it was overcast whenever I left that morning. I'm like,
yep.
oh no, I'm good. And
yeah, it's
I'm not kidding you, it was so hot. I keep my Bluetooth earbuds in my daily. I drove it to the track and it fried them. I'm not even kidding. Charging case don't work anymore. Nothing. Like, I was so mad. I'm like, what is this sun is continuing to get me?
Oh, like the inside of my car was heated. I was like, I'm gonna have to give it a second to just chill off before I get in here, okay? But no, like next time you got like that. That's another thing that it has given me is like, these people are not going to come up and talk to you unless you go and talk to them yourself. They are so dialed in, it's not even funny. They're worried about tires, tire pressure, what the engine's doing, if the oil pan's still on, if the oil cap's back air, like is the gas okay, like all these other things going on in their brain. You have to stop them and be like, hey, look, this is what I'm doing. This is what I need from you. Can we do this? And I was like, let's go.
Fair enough.
But I would hella suggest next time, because I know that they're going to run a comp next time at Beach Bend. But the next time you go, I would absolutely suggest either riding with Cody, or if the Jalisco guys come back, which is the 2 Mustangs out there that said JJJ service.
Yeah.
Dude, they are amazing. And I love those people so much because I started off with them. Like, and the cars that look like that right there, like, it's complete different, like a change in how they were 2 years ago to now. Okay.
Wow.
And they've got the wrap, they've got the service, they have the tire changes. So like, and they'll come out there with their whole family, dude. And it is so sweet. So like, you see, I think it was one of their relatives, but I had a girl come up to me and she had a camera in her hands and she was like, can you please show me how to do this? And I was like, absolutely. She was like, I see your stuff all the time. You're such an inspiration to me. And I was like, I've never been an inspiration before in my life. What are you talking about? And I've had a handful of people like, now that I've done it for so long, be like, you are an inspiration. Like, you like drive people to get out there and just do it. And I'm just like, it's not easy to do.
Yeah.
It's not easy to just be like, yep, I'm just going to go out here and do it. Like, for me, one of the hardest things about it is getting out of my own head. And you got to learn how to do that. It's opening yourself up after, like, I mean, you can be behind the lens all you want to, but if you want to grow, but that's why I say get out, talk to them, just be like, hey, I want to ride. They will give you a ride. They're more than happy to do it. They'll be like, hey, we're gonna go do some track time. Do you want to ride? Like, sometimes they'll have, dude, like, y'all were 4 deep. Y'all were 4 deep. I'm telling you, like, people will come out there 4 deep. And I saw that wagon that they were selling. I was like, I want to see that wagon drift. When I saw it, I was like, dang, okay. But yeah, no, it's absolutely, you have to go up there and talk to them. And if I'm there next time, bro, just grab me. I'll be like, let's go. Like, I got you.
I was sending Caleb like the dates to the next one in June. I was like, we got another one coming up. Like, I'm so fired up. I even I guess they have hit up the one in Clarksville you were talking about before.
Yes.
I'm a big, anytime they're on a pad now, I'm going to clear my schedule. It's just too much fun.
And Clarksville, again, Clarksville is the home track. Clarksville is amazing, dude. Like, I can't tell you how many times I've been up there and somebody like either wipe out or hit something. It's like silent, dead silent out there. Okay. And it's so sad that they're selling the track. They've been selling it for a couple of years now. They've just been in like negotiation or whatever.
Yeah.
But when they told me, they were like, yeah, we're actually going to get rid of the track. And I was like, this really is sad.
That's awful.
But their dates are stacked. So, I mean, they're trying to have as many drift days as possible, like as many drag days. Obviously, they don't do dirt anymore.
Yeah.
But that track is one to be on for media. You can go anywhere. You literally can. There's so many spots. It's not even funny.
I want to thank Chemical Guys for sponsoring the Cars and Health Bars podcast. If you're like me, you used to just go to the parts house and grab whatever cleaner was on clearance, or shoot, maybe even hit up one of them quarter washers in town. Well, I'm here to tell you, you can start living your life different with our sponsor, Chemical Guys. They have kits all the way up from your starter kit for $50, gets you the bare essentials, gets you a bucket, gets you some Mr. Pink's soap, all the way up to the Mr. Pink's Ultimate Arsenal. It comes with 3 bottles of spray wax, the foam soap, the brush, the drying towel, the foam can, and the mitt, and your glass cleaner. And let me tell you something, this glass cleaner changed the game for me. Whenever it says streak free, I'm telling you, I used to hit my car with some paper towels and some Windex because that's how you had to do it. This, you can actually use microfiber towel and it gets rid of the streaks. It's unlike anything I've ever seen before. I personally use this on my Camaro before I go to car meet. Shoot, I've even used it on the windows in my house, brother. Now, if you want to get real bougie and get real fancy, they of course have all your hydro coat, all your ceramic stuff, clay bars. If you want to really get into that nitty gritty, why hit up a detailer when you can just detail your own stuff? Use a chemical, guys. They make it so easy and so affordable to get a mass amount of products, and it's everything you need. It takes all the guesswork out of piecing together an arsenal. So with that being said, guys, use our promo code CARS10 to get 10% off your order and check out some chemical, guys. Send us some pictures of your stuff. We'd love to show it on the show. Our next sponsor is Blackout Coffee, guys. If you work a blue collar job like me, you know you got to wake up and hit you a cup of joe before you get started. What I like about Blackout Coffee is they have not only the pods, but they also have the whole bags, and they have this cool instant coffee. So if you're running real behind like some of us are most days, me included, you can just dump this into your water and boom, Bob's your uncle. You got some coffee ready for your day. I've used their bagged coffee several times. Me personally, I like a dark roast. I like to put hair on your chest. I like this Brutal Awakening. It's my favorite flavor. Gets me up and going. It's even a good Saturday morning coffee if you're feeling a little sluggish. Speaking of Saturday morning coffees, they also have flavored coffees. So if you like a little more flavor to your coffee, they have blueberry crumble, French toast. Look at that rating, brother. Butterscotch toffee, caramel cream, double dark chocolate, chocolate cherry, and climax. They also have the flavored coffees inside of the pods, so if you want to grab a cup on the go, put your travel mug in. Also, like their mission, they're all about the troops, they're all about giving money back, and they have some of the coolest apparel in the game. So yeah, guys, head on over to Blackout Coffee, pick you up some coffee so you can get your day started just like I do, brother. I want to shout out Reynolds Creek Performance for sponsoring the Cars and Health Bars podcast. If you're in Kentucky or anywhere close and you've got an LS, LT, or Mopar set up and your car just isn't running right, you need to know about this shop, because here's the deal. A lot of people throw parts at their cars, can, injector, turbine, whatever, and wonder why it runs like garbage. 9 times out of 10, it's the tune. That's where Reynolds Creek Performance comes in. These guys specialize in actual calibration, not just slapping a base map on your car and sending it out the door. They dial in fuel, spark, drivability, making sure your setup runs the way it's supposed to. They're on a Mustang dyno. You're getting real honest numbers, not inflated dyno sheets. And more importantly, your car's going to run right on the street and not just look good on paper. They work on everything from cammed street cars, boosted setups, and they're big on doing things the right way. That means no shortcuts, no junk parts, no we'll figure it out later builds. If your car is ready, they'll make sure it's right. If you're not local, they even do travel tuning, which is huge if you're trying to get set up dialed in without hauling your car across state. So if you're tired of chasing issues or just finished a build and want it done right the first time, go check them out. You can contact Isaac at Reynolds Creek Performance at 606-706-8330. You can also find him at 3388 Reynolds Creek Road. That's their shop. Or shoot him an email at reynoldscreekperformance@outlook.com. Also, we have them linked down below. Hit them up, support a solid local performance shop, and get your car running the way it should. I want to thank SteelSeries for sponsoring the Cars and Health Bars podcast. If you are a gamer, it is a household name. SteelSeries is one of the best in the business, whether you're looking for earmuffs, microphones, speakers, keyboards, mice, mouse pads, controllers, they've got them. I mean, they've got some of the best mice in the game. Is anybody going to argue with that? I, of course, have the Rival 5. You guys know that. I mean, it's a $50 mouse. What are you doing? Do you not have $50 to spend on a nice mouse? SteelSeries has some of the best stuff in the game. I really like their microphones, too. The very convenient mute button here shows you your volume level while you're talking. Their keyboards, the Apex 7, have you not seen this? Of course, I have one of these too. What I like most about it is the armrest is magnetic and removable. So whether you're kind of wanting that or not, and their keys are removable, fully customizable OLED display. Don't even get me started on their headsets. They have some of the best headsets in the game. I need to pick me up a set, just $150 for this headset, fully wireless. Their Artis Nova 5 wireless has a 60-hour battery life and quick switch from wireless, so you can pop in and out that battery pack with ease. What else is there to say? For you console guys, they even have earbuds that have console support. They have all different kind of price point headsets. If you want to ball out and get the Artis Nova Elite, all the way down to your $160 to even $100 headsets. And that's $100 for a wireless headset with 60 hours of battery life. Does it get much better? Also have these bundles. If you want to take the guesswork out of it and just buy a whole bundle, SteelSeries has you covered with the mouse, the keyboard, and the headset, and 20% off. Make sure you click the link down in the description so they know we sent you. And I want to again thank SteelSeries for sponsoring the Cars and Health Bars podcast. Do you find it's better to be inside the car action shots or from the outside? Because that was something I was debating too, because I kind of thought about getting on that opposite grandstand and getting a super overhead shot. I don't know. Yeah. It just seems there's not a bad shot whenever it comes to drifting.
It's not. Like, genuinely, it just depends though, because like the biggest part is having the smoke. The tire smoke has got to be there, okay? If it's not, if it's wet and it looks funky, I'm just like, I don't know if I want to be here. You got to give me something to take pictures of. Yeah. Because the way that I shoot, it's very stilled. So there are photographers out there that will shoot with the movement. And they'll have like the blurred in the background, and I can do that. I don't like doing it.
Fair.
I like this, like the dead, like freeze frame, and it's one of my favorite things because you see the tire smoke. You see like the tire pieces flying up. You see like the person in the back holding their hand up, like tripping, like you know, they got their phone in their hand, or like they're throwing up a gang sign or something. Like I will say that both angles are the best. It does depend on where you stand though. Me being as creative as I am, I go everywhere. So I've wrapped around that track. There's a spot up there at Beach Bend where you can stand, and it's like the Holly LS Fest sign. It's like right behind it. It's where people cross the track. Yeah,
Skybridge,
yeah. So I tried that out. I don't like it because I feel like I was gonna fall off, and I was like, I want to be up here. So it is some really cool shots though for overhead when they do go around that one swoop. And then even like videos and stuff, like when you're standing on the media stand over there close to where the audience is supposed to sit, you can get some really sick photos. I got some really cool videos too. I think it was last year. There's a guy named, I can't remember. His last name is Glasscock. That's the only thing that I remember.
That's fair.
But he drives, I believe it's a Mustang, and it's like it's got a number on the side, and it's like neon greenish. And I got a picture of him and the Jalisco guys drifting, and it was the coolest overhead shot I'd ever got there. And I was like, this is so sick. And it's on the Beach Bend page. The Beach Bend page has posted. It is. So, and I looked on it like last week, and I was like, I wonder if they've shared some of my stuff. Well, they have. They have. But I love doing it. Like,
what's the craziest thing you ever witnessed?
Yeah,
I'm sure you've seen some carnage at least.
Just a little bit. The most recent thing that I'd seen that was actually crazy was, I think his name is Justin Wingfield. I went to a Winters Track. Winters Track is one of our sponsors. I love Winters. They're amazing. There's an amazing group of people. They have a drift track in their yard, like in their front yard, bro. I'm not kidding. Like, that is a track that, like, I want everybody to go to that track. Like, I told Cody past weekend ago, I was like, dude, you need to go to this track. It may be small, but dude, being able to have so much seat time and like being able to like dial in on like the transitions and stuff, and being able to see the progression of all those people that came out is huge. Besides the point. Wingfield, bro was going around a corner and he like misturned and he went straight in for a tree. The worst sound I've ever heard in my life. And I have a video on my page too about it. Bro they were pulling it out with the tow truck, and you could hear the crunch of like everything, like all the inner juices coming out, and I was like, I want to cry. Like,
Yeah.
The headlights were coming off, and I was like,
That's awful.
I have the video. I have pictures of him like hay flying, like literally as he was going towards the tree.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's pretty good.
Like that first time that my first time riding in a drift car was that last weekend with Caleb. And Caleb's
Your
like,
first time?
yeah, I've never rode in a drift car.
Yeah.
I've rode with Caleb on the streets before, and he get
Yeah.
pretty, in Mexico, he get pretty wild on the streets.
Okay.
But oh my God, I'm telling you, that first turn, he's going 60 miles an hour. I'm headed for the wall. I'm like, well, I kind of just hope I die because
life.
I don't want to live through what's going to happen to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was going to ask, though, for us, we post a melting pot of content. For you, it's drift. I was going to ask if you posted a video of carnage versus if you posted a video of something super sick, like some of your best content. Does your messed up stuff get as many views? Because it feels like me and my co-host, we both blew our engines up this last couple of years, and I swear they have paid for themselves in views somehow. Everybody loves seeing destruction. I was wondering if that's the same for the drift scene.
I feel like it goes hand in hand. I feel like when you have a couple of drivers doing tandems, I feel like that's a really big, they love tandems. Oh my God, people love tandems. That's why I was like, we got to get a video of this tandem, dude. Like, we got to get that in. They love tandems. Carnage, yes. I feel like if it's funny, they'll watch it. A lot of people will, like the video of Wingfield, like crashing into the tree. Like my point of view of it, it's got like K views on it right now. And I was like, that's sick. It's doing better than all the other videos. Relatable. Because a lot of people in the motorsports community do stuff that I do. So when I post, like, I have a video that's got 15.k views on it on my main page that I've, like, collabed with my magazine page. Mm-hmm. And it says like, I don't care about flowers. Just take me to a track day or whatever.
Yeah.
And people love it. Like, I think it was so cool to see though, because I'm like, so people love the relatable stuff too. So yes, the sick videos of like the tandems, like, watching like the drag strip, do burning tires and, with the tire smoke and stuff. They love that. They love the carnage, but they also like being relatable. And that's where I kind of find like my niche in between there, because I'm like, I can be relatable. A lot of people are scared to be relatable. Like with Cody just posts some weird stuff. I don't know if you've seen his page, but I
haven't dug into Cody yet.
You gotta have to look at his page, because bro posts the most outrageously captioned videos, and I'm just like, what are you doing? And it's a video of him drifting in the background, and it's like, she asked me to suck her toes. And I was like, what are you doing? Like, it's just outrageous. I'm just like, bro, you're gonna have to chill. Your mom's on this app.
God, it's devious.
His mom's like, keep going, Cody, I love you. I'm just like, okay. It does. Like, but that way, when you do something relatable or something like hella funny like that, people will cling to it. And it's so funny. Obviously, meme culture is a big deal ever since, Vine and stuff back in the day. And it's hella big now. But when you do like the meme culture, because the majority of like car dudes are into memes, I haven't found a car dude that's not into a meme, So you do something kind of funny like a meme or whatever, and you put the drift thing behind it, like people are going to click on it. People are going to be like, oh, that's funny. Let's do some likes. Let's do some shares. So, but his views are going up and I'm proud of him. But it's such like, you have to find a niche if you're going to do it. And a lot of people don't understand how like the timing is everything. Like I've noticed that if you post reels or anything at like 3-4 o'clock in the morning, people are waking up. That's going to be the first thing that they see on their page, and then the views skyrocket. I'm just like, so I'm going to have to keep doing this. I'm going to have to wake up at 3 o'clock. I'm already up because I work night shift. So I'll just be sitting there on my break, editing a video, and I'll post it at 3 o'clock in the morning. I'm like, so when I go home, I go to sleep and I wake up for my next shift, I see like all these people. I'm like, ooh, they like it. So,
man, that's the worst thing too. The way you got to work your algorithm, man. Oh my God, that's the most exhausting part of like running social media is, didn't get enough views, got to delete it and wait for, a different algorithm time. Like for us, we always post right at lunchtime. We always try to grab their lunch crowd. And if we post anything, it's just like the afternoon crowd just ain't about it. It's so weird. The algorithm, it makes it so difficult because you could put so much time, effort, and energy into a video and it get like, for us, like get like hardly any views. Like you post something stupid and it's like, oh, there's 56K views.
It's a very rough process. I've learned it over the years. Like I have videos back in the day where I'm so proud of them and I was like, this should be huge. And it's got like 300 views on it. I'm like, heck yeah, the 300 people that watch it, but like, where's the rest of the views that I'm supposed to get? I worked really hard on this. Like I gave you this. Why am I not, And I've learned that it's nowadays with like the attention span and how people kind of react with, like they doom scroll. People aren't going to sit there on a video that's like 3 minutes long talking about whatever. And so, within the first couple of minutes, they just scroll off. And it's being able to catch them right before they scroll and doing what I've been doing with my main page where I'm relatable and then I do videos of the drift. People love that. I don't know why. Again, I've just continued to do it. I don't like that I can't like show off like my stuff. Like I did a Formula Drift post, I think it was yesterday, and that one's got closer to like 2,000 views on it now. And a lot of people they're just looking for the next best thing at this point. People are drawn to, souped up cars, pretty girls. I mean, I ain't saying that, but I'm just saying like I'm not the face people usually see when they think of Skids Magazine. Like, you can see me on the track and then, be like, wait, that's her? And I'm like, that's me.
Here I am.
So, like, I try not to do my face too much because I don't want really a lot of people to know that I am a girl. But at the same time, the people that care are going to be like, oh, that's cool. That's empowering.
Oh, yeah.
She doesn't have to show her face and her work shows for it kind of deal. Does that make sense?
Oh, 100%.
Like, so, but I've learned that people love the cars more, and I'm just like, I like the cars more too. So I try to post as much as I can with the cars. But yeah, and I've been trying to do like some social media managing for a lot of companies and stuff and trying to see like where I can help out with those kinds of like issues and views and stuff because I feel like a lot of people like don't have that. Like they have the information, but they just don't even know where to start. And usually I could literally just find something on my phone. I like an audio or something and it just comes to me and I do it. And then it's a very temperamental mechanism, essentially.
Yeah. Do you think you'll ever be able to go full time with your photography?
I hope so.
Yeah.
I really hope so. I hope like maybe if I can get to a point, because I was doing like family portraits and I'm still doing some weddings and stuff and family portraits. Like I have a whole business license for my media company. It's a small business, but it's something that I've had since I think like 4 years ago. I started it 4 years ago and I was kind of building it up and it kind of just went down. And now I kind of build like my photography and like the magazine in one. So it's just literally just media.
Yeah.
But honestly, if I could do Formula Drift full time, dude, I would be set for life. I would love to do Formula Drift for life. Like, I don't think people realize, and when the photographers get out there on the track, like this past weekend was Formula Drift Atlanta, and I was there last year with Hum and Rahimi, and dude, that was so sick. It was one of the coolest experiences I've ever had in my life. And I know that Formula Drift, it's not like super small, but it's not out there yet. Like it's still emerging. Like the emergence is still progressing. And me being so new to it and seeing how much it's progressed, like I see more and more people every day get it into all that. And I love it.
Yeah.
But being a photographer and being on the track and then watching this huge camera fly by you and like taking videos of all the people on the track and then you learn the names of these people on the track and you're like, oh my God, this is so cool. And they're just regular people. And a lot of people, you're on TV and like, Adam LZ and then, like Chelsea Denofa and like all those guys, like you never you never expect to meet these people in real life. Like, it's so amazing to see these people in real life. Like, I think that's one of the coolest things, you know. I met Hurt. That's actually a cool story. If you have time for that kind of story, I love it. All right, okay. So, Drifted Jeff and Justin, you know, they were like, hey, we're going to go to Nappy Boy Automotive in Braselton, Georgia at Lanier. And I was like, period. Let me go. And he was like, you're coming anyways. You're doing our media. And I was like, that's fine. I'm down with it.
Yeah.
This event was amazing. Like, it was just about as cool as FD. And literally the FD track for Atlanta that they do is right across the road from Lanier, which is insane to even think of.
Oh, yeah.
But T-Pain, we know T-Pain. We love T-Pain. You know, he does the rap style. You know, I've listened to him ever since I was in diapers, okay? So this guy got into drifting. I don't even know when he got into drift. But when I learned that he was doing, like, the Nappy Boy Automotive and the drift stuff, it was so sick. I highlighted one of his mechanics. And a lot of people don't understand, like, when you're, like, you see the mechanics working, like, day in and day out on these cars and, like, busting, like, everything that they've got. They're putting everything into these vehicles. Oh, yeah. And you see the work, and you don't really get to meet the person. So I did kind of like a feature on Rob Robinson. He's one of the, like, lead mechanics for Nappy Boy Automotive. And I had a magazine printed, and I was prepared to give it to him. I was scared as all hell. I was like, I don't know what he's going to say. I don't know if he's going to like it.
Yeah.
Well, I give this magazine to this guy, and he's like, this is so sick. This is so cool. Well, 2 minutes later, I'm standing there. It's cold. I've got my jacket on. You know, I've got my camera in my hand, and I look over, and I see T-Pain, Hurt, and Rob Robinson looking at the magazine that I made, that I have
Insane.
Rob in. And I'm like, bro. And it's one of the coolest things. And I was like, I took those pictures. Like, I wrote that. Like, I put in that effort, and they're tripping about it. Like, I sat there and watched them like a hawk. I was like, do they like it? Do they like it? And just being able to do that, and to know that I was able to be a part of, like, highlighting somebody so important that, like, yes, he's highlighted in, like, music videos, and he did like they did the heist music video or whatever. And he was kind of highlighted in that, but, like, you don't get to know the person behind it, you know? Yeah. And so I was like, it was just it was a full circle moment. And I was like, that will forever be in my heart. Because being able to do that, and knowing that I made somebody's life a little bit better just by seeing who they actually are, versus, you know, being like, he's just another mechanic. You know, he just works on cars. It's whatever. But so many people, like, put so much of their time and effort into this thing, and I feel like people deserve more recognition than they're actually given. And so I try to do my best to be that. So
I love that you respect that angle, because, I mean, you are right. I mean, I'm not sure if you're very familiar with other beach bend events, but the past several times in a row, there's been they're wanting to kind of start a car meet thing. Friday nights. Well, every Friday night before a track day is that horsepower hangout, is what it's called. I can never get any of the guys to come to it because they're in full thrash trying to get the drift cars ready for the day after.
Absolutely.
Like, come on, guys. But no,
just for long.
I'll go to the shop, like, after being at that event, and there's parts everywhere. They're, like, trying to get stuff running. Everybody's mad, throwing wrenches.
Yep. They're like, where'd my wrench go? It's literally right underneath the snap-on. Like, bro, you have to go grab it. Like, but that's the angle that people don't see. That's the thing that people, you can look at the drift cars all you want to. There are people out there in FD that look at the drift cars. Like, I've seen so many people wreck their drift cars and immediately have it back up, like, not even within 30 minutes. You know, there's a kid, and I want to highlight him too because he's amazing. Little Lee Racing. And he is, I believe he's 13, 14, maybe. There's two kids out there that are 13, 14, but they're in drift cars. One of them is Little Lee, and one of them is Chase. Well, Little Lee, broke a tie rod or something on like the wheel or whatever, and he couldn't drive. He was like, I don't know what to do. Well, within the hour, they had it back in. they had somebody grab a part from the parts store, drive down there, put it back on the car, and he was out there like as soon as it was out. Like he was like, Joe, get in the car, get in the car. I was like, okay, let's go. Like, and I have some really cool videos too because there's another kid, and they're all kids. It's just so insane to me. It's so cool. There's another kid named Ansley, and he drives the Ute, the Holden. I don't even know what it's called, but it's a Ute and it's a truck. And dude drifts that thing. It's crazy. Amazing. Like all three of them are machines, and I just know like the more time that they're in the drift world, they're gonna progress. So like, it's insane, and I love it. But that's the biggest part of it is being able to see those kids. Like, I know I'm 26, but I remember when I was 13, 14, I couldn't even fathom being in a drift car. Like 13, 14-year-old me would be like, are you sure that's safe? Right? Are you sure this is what we need to be doing? You know? And I'm just over here like, honestly, it's to show these kids like they are doing the right thing. They're like, it's like I have a proud mom moment because I'm just like, you did so good. Like after we get back from a drift round and they're like, oh my gosh, did you get footage? And I was like, yeah, I got footage. Like little Lee and his mom and his dad, they will drift, and it is so cool. Like we all do like a little drift tandem. They're still trying to get as close as they possibly can. But dude, the video that I have of his mom is so pretty. We got it from NSS at Slammed Enough, and I just see the passion in these people. Like, and I love it so much. I love being able to see these amazing people. They work all the time on this kind of stuff. And then, you know, Ansley being the way that he is, the truck that he drives there's a lot of HP. I don't know how much HP, but there's a lot of HP in that thing, okay? And he has worked his way up from the past year, I think year and a half now, from where he started, and dude, like, shreds. And he's actually on the way to Hyperfest right now, and so is Drifted Justin and Drifted Jeff. And so, like, you know, they are, I mean, their progression is just amazing. Like, just being able to see that is huge. And so, but yeah, no, I love to see it. I love to see the kids get out there and just get so excited about it. And the videos, when I play it back, they're just like, oh my God, that's so sick. And I'm just like, I know, I think it's so sick too. Like,
they are the next generation. I mean,
they are, and that's the biggest thing that, you know, you're trying to nurture is like make sure these like kids know. And I think that's also why people are so giving in the drift community, because they all want to see people flourish. I mean, I have not seen a jealous bone in anybody's body unless somebody's like, ooh, that car looks really cool. I wish I had that car. You know, that's about that's about as crazy as it gets. But those people are so selfless and so giving. They're like, I got you, not a problem. So, but yeah.
I've got some rapid fire questions for you here to
I'm down.
Take us into the wrap up. We always do with this every one of our guests. We like to hit you with some rapid fire questions.
Okay.
What is your favorite drift chassis? You know, like Fox Body Mustang, 350Z.
See, I think like E36 or a 350Z would be like my ideal. Like if I was gonna do a drift car, obviously angle kit, wise fab. I would do coilovers, the bucket seats or like the driver seats, drift seats, whatever. But it would have to be 350Z or a E36 for sure, from what I've seen.
In your opinion, what's the best sounding drift car?
Yeah. Lord, probably the Ute. That thing is a monster. Like when Ansley,
I'm assuming it's LS based. It could be. I can't.
Yes, yeah, I think so. From what I understand, yeah, because he did a LS. Well, his dad put the truck in, and there's another guy named Rob that drives it, and he drove it in a drift comp, and so yeah. But yeah, I would have to say that Ute, dude, it's so wild.
Rips. Day or night events?
Day. I can't, like, night events are great to speculate or to you know, be a spectator or whatever, but day events, doing photos, all day, every day.
What's the most overrated camera gear?
For me, I use a monopod sometimes, but like I've had to learn how to hold my. Obviously, I've had to hold my camera, a certain way for so many years, and I'm just like, this works for me. Like, so I think like tripods and monopods do help. The microphones that I've bought a bunch of different kinds of microphones, and like they're great, but I never use them. I think it's just like the way that I do my own media is. It just really depends. And then I edit everything on an iPad. Like dead serious. Like this is what I edit on.
Nice.
Like I edit all of my like I have a pencil, and I like when I'm sitting in the track, there's nothing going on. The track's cold. That's what I'm doing. I'm editing on my iPad. So I'm like, but yeah, tripods, monopods, and then some kinds of microphones. I have them, but I never use them.
Fair enough. Flames or tire smoke?
Tire smoke. Tire smoke.
What is your dream car to shoot?
Oh my god. I haven't thought about that far.
That's valid. That's valid. We can go to the next one. You're up early, I'm sure, getting to events and stuff and staying out late. Coffee or energy drinks?
Coffee. Yeah,
really?
Energy drinks, yes. Honestly, like a double shot of espresso, I'm down with it. Energy drinks, from my experience, and I'm a nervous girly, okay?
Yeah.
If I drink too many energy drinks, like, your stomach kind of gets messed up. So, like, I'm like, just give me coffee. I'm fine with coffee. And then I'm already, just driving on, like, just the adrenaline to get to the event as it is. So I'm like, if I get any more excited, I'm going to have a heart attack. I need to calm down, okay?
That's fair. Do you have a bucket list driver that you would want to snap photos of?
Chelsea DeNofa.
Chelsea, man.
I,
for some reason, I was like, oh, she's gonna want Vaughn for sure. I would love to see Vaughn.
Dude, like being a part of FD, like doing that for last year, that was.
Yeah.
I shot everybody that I wanted to shoot, but at the same time, I was like, if I could. Actually, I think I've taken pictures of DeNofa, but like not up close. Like I've seen it like off to like the spectator side, but not like media side. I'm like, I want to do that. I want to do that. So
fair enough. I got some wrap up questions, and we will throw it to an outro.
Okay.
What is the best way to network at events?
You gotta get out of your head.
Yeah.
You have to push. You gotta get out of your head. All the drivers, all of the people that surround these drivers, they're so focused, and most of these guys have like ADHD or like some kind of a little bit of autism, so they're hyper focused on what's going on right 100%. Then and there. If you don't stop them and you don't stop to talk to them, if you don't find them at a time, be like, hey, I know you're walking to your car, you're about to go get in, but like, can you talk to me for 2 seconds? Can I show you this photo? You have to get out of your head. A lot of things that people don't realize is that if you don't have the name of this like specific driver and you don't know who like is drifting, like that's why I walked up to Caleb and I was like, hey, can I do it? Like, can you and Cody do a tandem and I get in your car and video and then I get in Cody's car and video?
Yeah.
And it worked. But if I didn't get out of my head and if I didn't push to be like, I need this kind of footage, we need to get these guys out here because they are shredding tires like nothing else. Like I have a really cool photo of Caleb in the red car, and I was like, this needs to be like, we need to put this out here. So, but yeah, get out of your head.
Nice. Where can people find your work? I know you're on Instagram. I don't know if you're on TikTok or any. You talk about your website.
I'm on everything. I'm on Facebook, TikTok, Insta. I have a website, skidzmag.com. skidzmag.com, and I'm like in the process of doing our 2026 sponsors right now. I'm in the process of getting the next magazine out. I'm hoping to get it out by the end of May, so there's that, but it's a slow process. It's a tedious process, but I love it regardless.
That's all that matters. But
yeah, Facebook, Instagram. Obviously, you look on Beach Bend, Drift, and you'll see some of my photos. So, I mean, I could be anywhere. You never know.
All right, guys. Well, I can't thank you enough, Skids Magazine, for joining us for this episode of the podcast. Sorry Jordan couldn't be here, but
That's
life
fine.
happens.
That's fine.
But yeah, thank you so much for your time. And guys, go check out her work. Follow her. Show her some love. Let's build up this drift community. That being said, guys, we'll catch you in the next one.